All right, good morning, guys. Welcome to this Tuesday. Hopefully you are able to look at this video. We are adding 2 more systems to our list today. So I am just going to kind of walk you through what the lesson is and just kind of help you with the digestive and the urinary new systems. So also quick note, I did grade your responses from last class where you had to debate what the most important system was. So that's in the grade book as well. Okay, go ahead and head all the way down on the home page and click on enter here. You're going to go into unit number 2. And then you are going to go down to lesson 11. So we are adding 2 more systems, like I had just mentioned. Our goal statement today is I can understand the function of the digestive and the urinary systems. So here's kind of the breakdown of the lesson for today. You're going to get into Canvas for asynchronous. That is just going to be your engage part. Your explain is the teacher PowerPoint in this video. And then for your evaluate, there's a discussion post. And you're going to complete the study guide, which is super important so you don't fall behind. Here's the teacher PowerPoint that is embedded into Canvas. I'm going to go ahead and move to a new screen, just like we always do. So here's Unit 2, Lesson 11, Digestive and Urinary Systems. Here's the essential NIB questions you can read through. Here's the quick review of all the systems we've went through. We usually do the quick review together. Here is our digestive system. So functions of the digestive system is that it breaks food down into nutrients that your body can use, and it prepares waste to leave the body. There are 2 types of digestion. So we have mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. When it's mechanical, there's no chemical process happening. So mechanical is just breaking, crushing, mashing. So it's still food. It's just changing shape. It's done by the teeth, and there are different parts of the stomach. Then we have our chemical digestion, which actually uses a chemical process. So it's going to not be food anymore. It's actually changing the substance from one substance to a new substance. So that is the difference between mechanical and chemical. In mechanical, it's still the same substance, and in chemical, you're getting a new substance being made. So chemicals break down large molecules into smaller particles. It causes a chemical change, and it's done by the saliva, stomach, and the small intestine. The first part of the digestive system is your mouth. So when food enters your digestive system. Mechanical digestion is going to be your teeth. Your teeth are just going to break down that food, while though your saliva actually changes the enzymes in that food. Then we have our esophagus. It squeezes the food from the mouth to the stomach. If you remember in our sorry, I'm trying to find it for you guys. In our muscular system, we actually had part of our muscle that was on the outside of the esophagus and through the digestive system, the smooth muscle tissue. So that's kind of how those 2 systems are connected. Then we have our stomach. Mechanical and chemical digestion happen in here. In our mechanical digestion, contractions of smooth muscle tissue, so it kind of just contracts and changes the shape. And then in the chemical digestion, actually the acid breaking down your food or whatever the substance would be that your body has created. It also turns food into this thing called chyme, which is going to sound disgusting, but it's the semi-fluid mass of partially digested food. So this is kind of what it looks like, your partially digested food. I did warn you that it was kind of gross. And then you have your small intestine. So this finishes the chemical digestion of food. It also absorbs the nutrients from the food and sends them into the bloodstream. Then your circulatory system will carry the nutrients to all your cells. So we've seen our muscular system work in here, our circulatory system work in here. So that's pretty exciting, all our systems coming together. And we have our large intestine, which absorbs excess liquid from the undigested food and compacts indigestible food into waste. So food that your body is not using is going to turn into poop. Here's how you digest messily. So if you need kind of a way to remember all these steps: our mouth, our esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. You digest messily. Here's just a quick trick for understanding you can do on your own. And here's our second system. It's the urinary system. So this is actually going to be how we get rid of all our waste. So again, it's our waste systems. Your body has a number of waste systems. And your digestive system, food that is left undigested, is excreted from the end of your large intestine, hence your poop. We also had another waste system that we've already learned about. If you remember our respiration, we got rid of that carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide was a waste product. Your skin also excretes salt, water, and other substances through your sweat. We have different types of waste that we try to get rid of that our body is not using. So here's some functions of the urinary system. It's also known as part of the excretory system. The urinary system removes the waste from your body in order to help maintain homeostasis. Remember that big word, homeostasis, right here, means that our body is all good. We always want to stay at homeostasis. That means our body is good to go. The urinary system filters your blood and gets rid of excess water, salt, and minerals. So here are the different organs inside our urinary system: our kidney, our ureter, our bladder, and our urethra. So our kidney are the main organs of the urinary system. Your blood constantly gets filtered by millions of tiny filtration units in the kidney called nephrons. So that is the biggest part, is that it's our main organ and it's filtering. That is the biggest part of our urinary system. It also filters our blood, and the kidneys are a pair of bean-shaped organs. So you actually have two kidneys on either side of your spine. So there's one on each side. Then it has the ureter. So any liquid filtered out by the kidneys is collected and funneled into the ureter. So it's kind of almost like our pee kind of trying to get ready to go through. Then we have our bladder. So the bladder is the organ that collects the urine excreted by the kidneys prior to disposal. The urine enters the bladder via the ureter and exits via the urethra, which is our next step. So the urethra is a tube that carries urine from the bladder to the outside of the body. So that's where we actually are going to have our pee kind of come through, is through the urethra. And that pretty much is wrapping it up. So these are all the different systems we have learned so far. All right, I'm going to go ahead and head back to Canvas. You can go ahead and click on the next. And here's your assignment for today. So you're going to put it in a discussion type form. How are the body systems used to address the basic needs of survival: food, water, air, and shelter? You're kind of going to give me a lowdown about each one of these things for each system, and I listed all the systems out for you. So how are the body systems used to address our basic needs: food, water, air, shelter, and sleep? All right. So you're going to have to tell me about each system, which I know seems like it's going to take a long time, but I promise it really will not. If you do need to go back to any of the previous units and look at the PowerPoints, you can do that. Go ahead and click on next. And you should have already opened the study guide, but I always put it in here just in case, and also to remind you to complete the study guide. On the study guide, you should have already completed all of this. The endocrine and the nervous is what you filled out last Thursday in class, or I'm sorry, last Friday in class. And then today, please make sure you fill out the digestive and the excretory or the urinary system. Please make sure you fill out those two. We will work on the reproductive system and the immune system after break. So please make sure you fill out the digestive system and the urinary system. Again, you're not going to turn it in because there's nothing to turn in yet, but you are just going to keep up with filling out the study guide. All right, and that is all I have for you. Please have a really good Thanksgiving break, and I will see you guys when we get back. Bye.